What does it take to become a virtual organization? We're currently brick and mortar, but I don't think that 100% of our organization really needs to be. Carl, you're terrific. Yeah, what does it take to go virtual, to go paperless? What does it take to ditch the paper? If you've seen any of my Ask a CFO shows already, you know I'm about to say 3 things. Let's hear it. If you said people, you're correct. What's next? Say it out loud. Processes. And let me hear you. What's the last one? Technology. Bravo. People, processes, and technology are what it takes to go virtual. So let's talk about people. You need people who are not off-put by technology, but who are technology adventurers, who can take on technology and generate whatever relationship needs to be generated, even in the face of technology. You can actually have this weird kind of out-of-body experience of feeling like the technology has disappeared. Let me tell you, in my call, Lisa and I were on a video call this morning, and I swear I kind of forgot that we weren't in the same room. It was just like her spirit and my spirit, and we were connecting. And I know that CPAs aren't supposed to talk this way. I'm gonna trust that you're gonna stick with me and be like, it's okay. It's okay. I haven't totally turned your world upside down. But you can really just, with people who can generate that and really listen like crazy, the feeling of separateness that sometimes can happen with technology can actually just disappear. It's amazing. Similarly, Harvard Business Review did a study, I know, right, Lisa? That's cool. They did a study, or they reported on a study that said that the #1 success factor in geographically distributed teams, because it's Harvard Business Review, they're not going to say remote workers or people from afar. They're going to say geographically distributed teams. 1, communication. That's the #1 success factor. So let your people use the technology. That's where people, processes, and technology come together. 3. Let the people use the technology to have communication like crazy. And here's the irony of it. You think like, oh my gosh, in person, we can communicate like crazy, but I hate it when people constantly interrupt me. Am I here? Is anybody getting anything familiar from here? People constantly interrupting me, coming into my space, coming into my office and interrupting me. That actually slows me down. So enough of the communication. If I'm going to have to communicate more by going virtual, maybe I don't want to. Don't worry. Because it's also true that even with technology like texting and IM and direct messages, you can actually, it's a lot easier to exercise control and schedule things. So here, I'm available for IM, but at least in my experience, I get a lot more things scheduled. I'm communicating more, but it's not out of control. It's workable. It's workable. And processes, make sure that you're using processes that work. So if you're going to go virtual, lose the paper. So engage in the processes of reaching out and contacting people and organizations who send paper to you and say, here's an email address, you can send it to you from now on. Or here's an electronic fax line where you can send it in. So there are processes that you can do to reach out, to lose the paper, to not have paper in the first place. So I'm really glad you asked this question. People, processes, and technology are the answer. I gave you some specifics today, but I welcome more specific questions that I can answer, because frankly, we could be here for 17 hours talking about going paperless. And as always, you can message me privately to invite a one-to-one conversation that's specific to your organization about how you can go paperless. And one quick last word on that. Don't forget security. Security is going to be more important in a paperless environment because there are more procedures and different things to be aware of. But that doesn't mean that you have to spend 24/7 being paranoid about just, there are different procedures to learn, different technology to use. You'll be fine.